Hello all together. We have a new app in our App Store and it's called innovaphone Working App. And what it does, Tania shows us today.
All right, thank you, Lars. I will directly start by sharing my screen. And I will go to the innovaphone community. And here on top, you can already see our working app. We have the working user app, where employees can record their working times, and the working manager app, which is for HR departments or personnel managers, where they get an overview of the worked hours of the employees and where they can manage the settings of the app. So let's go to the working user app. You can see my time is already running. I've been working around 2 hours today, and I can easily start and stop my working time by clicking on this button. And below that, you can see that I've been working since 8:30 today, so I know when I started. And then when I click on my working times, I get a calendar view. I will make this a little bit bigger. So here I can see how many hours I've worked during this month and during the last week. So for example, last week I worked a little bit more, 41 hours. And yeah, here you can see today I've been working 2 hours. And below the calendar, I get a summary of the total hours that I've worked in this month and the target hours that I should be working this month. And I have also a difference, so I can see how many hours I should still work this month. Then on the right, I can set my absences. I can set a day to a vacation day, half a vacation day. When I'm sick, I put in sick leave or a public holiday. So let's say, for example, next week I'm on vacation, so I simply click on this day. It's the Friday, and then I choose a vacation day, and then I have a vacation plan for this day. I can also submit this by clicking on this button, and then the HR department also sees this in the working manager app. And also, if I made a mistake or something, I can see this. For example, on the 14th, I have 8 hours 30, and this is red. So I can see I get a warning. I have not, I didn't take a break. So I've worked from 8:30 to 4, from 8 to 4:30, and this is I cannot work for so long. So it says attention break time is not long enough. So I can simply click on this and add a break. And now it's correct. I can submit this to the HR department or the working manager app in this case.
Can you do this when you are on the road again?
Yes, of course. I can also. So now I can show you it works also on the smartphone, and I can simply stop and start the clock.
Perfect. Let's have a look at the admin UI at the manager app.
To the working manager app. And as you can see on the left, I have a list of all the users in the app. And then I can click on an individual. For example, I will have a look at your working times, Lars. On top, I can see your picture, and I can also add an employee number. And then below that, I can manage the settings of the contractual working hours. So as the default is set to a 40-hour work week, as this is the usual in our company. But if we say we want to change this for individuals, then this is easily done by just clicking on, for example, here Thursday, and we say here you only want to work a half a day, and then this is automatically set to a 36 hours week. And then, as similar to the working user app, we also have the calendar view, and there I can see how many hours Lars has worked this month, and I can see the first week of August it was a little bit more, last week a little bit less. As I can see here, some times are still missing,
Yes.
so probably you didn't submit it yet. And then it is, you can see it's not shown in the working manager app, only once the times are submitted.
Mm-hmm.
And below that we also have the overview of this month. Yeah, and also when I get here in the list of the users, I see a warning. There is something I have to check here if I'm working in the HR department, and I can see, for example, also this employee has not submitted the working hours for some time. So I see there are missing time entries, and I can simply go to him and ask him to please submit the times.
Where do I find the settings for all the users?
We have the settings in the hamburger menu on the right corner. There we have the general settings. I can say, for example, after how many days the employee should get a reminder to submit the working hours. I can set the automatic break times. Then there's also the option to send emails with report of the employee's working hours. And here we have the default working hours, as I've said before. I can say what is usual in our company, and then every new employee gets automatically in this case, the 40 hours work week. But I can change the default as well. And then we have the rights. Here I can say what I want to allow the employees to submit. So, for example, if I say I want to allow that employees can submit their working hours on a Sunday, then I just click this button, and now it is set for all the employees. And then finally, we have the import-export function, where I can import or export the data. I can export the configurations, the absences, and of course the recorded working hours.
Okay, perfect. That's all. I think we have shown everything. Thanks, Tania, for showing the working app, and for all the visitors, thanks for visiting, and see you. Bye.
Bye.